Hi everyone, I'm John Wydick here at Clearwater Marine Aquarium, one of our animal care specialists. Joining me is Julia, one of my fellow animal care specialists, and of course, Nicholas, one of our resident bottlenose dolphins. We're just doing a little session with him. And obviously there are a lot of reasons why we train our animals, but the one we want to focus on right now is called husbandry training. I always like to pronounce that very carefully because husbandry training does differ from husband training, just in case any of you out there are confused by the word usage. Husbandry training is just anything medical in nature. There's a lot of reasons to train animals with positive reinforcement, but that's the most crucial. And you can kind of see Nicholas's scars right there. I'm sure many of you guys out there are familiar with Nicholas and his story, but those are from sunburns that he got when he was beached before he was initially rescued. He has a very, very interesting story. But medical care is part of all of our animals' care, of course. And if we can teach them to participate in that, it's so much better. So right now, he was just doing what we call a ventral present or a ventral lineup where his belly was visible. And the most immediate way that helps us is to just make sure he doesn't have any scratches or anything on him, which he's squeaky clean. That's good. But there's a lot more complicated reasons why that's important. For example, if we take a blood sample or something, we like to do that ventrally, where his belly's face up. And then we take it from the tail flukes right there. There's some really big blood vessels that travel through there. If any of you guys are medical professionals or have ever had your blood drawn, you'll know that on a human, it's a lot bumpier than that. Like, it's easier to find one of the blood vessels. With dolphins, it's very hard because their blood vessels are set a little bit deeper, which helps keep their skin from being bumpy, and it helps them swim faster. They're very streamlined, very fusiform, so the blood vessels are hard to access. There's plenty of other kinds of husbandry behaviors we teach. Blood samples are really important. Exhales, where they breathe really forcefully onto like a petri dish or a cup. That's like a sample cup. That was beautiful. All right, that way you can take a look at all the stuff that's living in their lungs. There's microorganisms that live throughout any animal, including us. And you want to make sure it's the right ones. It's good stuff. And we do this every 4 months just to make sure that they're healthy. And any more frequent than that, maybe for training because we want to practice. And if they just want to sample anyway. And some things we do every day, like urine samples, especially with Winter and Hope, we do daily. That just helps us monitor their hormone levels as they go up and down. All dolphins go through hormone cycles throughout the year, and it can affect their behavior. And you just kind of want to know what's going on, that's all. And the best time to teach them a new husbandry behavior is way before you ever need it. You have to teach it proactively. And so we like to get an early start. Now, the other thing we're really excited to show you guys is some underwater stuff that Nicholas can do. To do that, we have to put on a fancy schmancy phone case. So we'll beg your indulgence while we put this on here. I'll just slide it into place here. You might have trouble hearing us, but it's worth it. You saw him blowing some bubbles right there? He's like, what's that in that guy's hand? So now you got to see him breathe above and below the surface. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's always good to have you guys here at Clearwater Marine Aquarium. Have a good one. Bye.